it's my credibility. You know what?
And why did you put that out there?
I did not. You forced me. Your team forced me to by going on the offense.
I didn't force you to.
I promise.
Alright, I've got a question here. How to date models. Why I only date models? This is a question in the coaching group, Durianrider.com coaching group. If you want all the questions answered, you've got weight loss, dating, travel, lifestyle, fitness, running, cycling, anabolics, natty or not, join my coaching group, Durianrider.com. It is the best information out there on these topics. I also have other people, that I get some information from as well, especially anabolics. I'm not an expert on that. I'm an expert on natty or not, but I'm not an expert on that's one thing I'm learning more on. Okay, so other topics, expert, professional, the anabolics one, I can definitely give you 90% advice on that one. Always learning more. Talking to some very experienced people this last couple of decades. Always learning more on that one. Anyway, let's get to the question. I moved to New York recently. This is a great question from Colin. I moved to New York recently after doubling my income, and now there's a fashion model in my social circle that I'm wanting to date. I'm not necessarily at a place in my life where I want to date models, but I will be there soon. Both my YouTube views and engineering skills are on an exponential rise, and I'll be working 100% for myself soon. Once I'm 100% financially free while living in New York City, then I'll be ready to date models. This particular girl is super high value though, and I'm concerned if I don't act fast and ask her out soon that I'll miss my opportunity, bro. She's talking to 20, 30 guys a day, I guarantee you. Building a freedom lifestyle with a self-directed career is number one for me. I'm really thinking about trying to date this girl sooner or later. Any advice? The fact that you haven't even made an approach yet by asking her out for a date means that she's probably already getting bam, bam, bam. She is getting bam, bam, bam by the guys in her orbit, alright? She's gonna fuck boys when she's ovulating. She's got the orbiting beaters when she's lonely. She's got the backup guys, unless she's like 18 and moved out from Midwest, social media these days though, girls are getting on it and the guys are in the DMs, like, you know what I mean? Just in the DMs already. So it's like the best time to ask a girl out or a guy out, all right, this goes for both genders, whatever way you swing. The best time to ask someone out was last week. All right? The second best time is right now, and the 20th best time is, I'll think about it. So you've already potentially missed your shot. All right, you don't know. Okay, you got to snap up. You see, I was on the Gumtree just then, and there was a deal on a Tiago group set, $75, almost brand new. I was too late. Off the guy, $200. Didn't want it. $75. So it's just about, you got to just strike while the universe presents itself. Right? If you see someone on the street, you're like, damn, boom. The second time you see them, you're walking up to them thinking what you're going to say to them. The first time you see them, you're like, damn. Then you're looking over again, and you're walking towards them, and you're thinking, what am I going to say to this person? That's the second time you see someone, all right? If it's the third time, it's too late, okay? It was probably going to be too late. What are you doing, people? Don't flounder, all right? You hesitate, you masturbate. Simple as that. Those who hesitate, masturbate. Cable Guy, 1996, Jim Carrey. So again, I'm just being big brother to Colin here, bit of banter, telling you, but I'm going to tell you the truth, the absolute truth of what works, what doesn't work. You got to go in hot, and you got to make it happen. You got to put yourself out there. You got to have zero fear of rejection, and you got to understand no today means yes tomorrow, or when she's ovulating might mean yes, and vice versa, and blah, blah, blah. You're dealing with women. It's the weather. It's the feminine. What makes women feminine, what we're attracted to, also what makes us very frustrated and like, oh my God, they're so flaky. They're so cat-like. They're so feline. They're feline and feminine. Their women are like cats. As they say, let them come and go out of your life, okay? Try and trap a cat, claws coming. Let the window open, the door open. Come on in. Hey, puss, I haven't seen you for a while. Have a seat. You want to go outside? Okay, boom, there you go. So it's just how it is, man. Like, you got to, but again, I could talk for hours in this one. But bro, if you don't have experience in dating high SMV women, a high SMV woman's not going to be attracted to you, you know, unless she's like 18 and you're going to be her first ever boy F, BF. And even then she'll be like, oh, what else is out there? You know, is he really the best guy for me? All women think that. You could be Superman. You could be the absolute god of men for women, the straightest of straight, you know, dude, you know, God's gift to women. And she'll still think, oh, is he as good as I get? She might be 600 pounds. And she'll be like, oh, is he as good as I get, you know? She might be 600 pounds, single mum, you know, 50-year-old, menopausal, and she'll still be thinking, oh, is this guy, God's gift to women, still the best thing I can get? That's okay, it's just how it is. There's nothing wrong if you're 50, or you're menopausal, or you're a single mum. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying the highest market value, not my opinion, I don't make the rules. The highest market value of a woman is probably between 18 to 23, 24, okay? No kids, no debt, got the time to give to her guy, blah, 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 blah. I don't make those rules. Just like the highest value man for women, 6 foot, 6-figure income, bigger than 6 inches, 6-inch girth plus ideally, you know what I mean? Hollywood hair, Hollywood smile, Hollywood face. That's the ideal, you know, that's what women are looking for. 90% of women are looking for that. All right? And 9% want that, but think they can't get it, and 1% don't want that because they can't attain it. You know what I mean? That's the world we're living in. I don't make those rules, all right? I don't make the rules. I don't make rules of gravity. I don't make rules of how a phone works. I'm just saying those are the rules. And a lot of guys and girls don't like that. But, I mean, what do you do? What are you going to do? You know, this is how it is. Like, it's just how it is. Do you think I would get these women in my life if I was like 5 foot, you know, no money, no internet fame, no game, no vocab, no big dong, schlong, know how to use it, vasectomy, no debt, no kids, no baggage, of an internet bad boy fame, which the women love. Women need drama, all right? They need to have competition anxiety. They've got to have like, oh my God, they've got to, if someone's like talking about your boyfriend, good or bad, women are like, oh, he's boring, right? That's why women want to date guys like those psycho prisoner dudes. What was it? Manson or whoever. You know, all that serial killer guy, what's his name? I mean, I can't remember I don't know. But you know what I mean? It's just, or the Crim, the guy had that good looking lean face and boom, oh my God, he could break into my house anytime. Like, hypergamy doesn't care about your what people say about you, as long as people are talking about you and you have a certain criteria. You know, that's just how it is, man. And it's a harsh world out there. But yeah, so, and people are, we wouldn't be with these girls if they weren't super pretty and blah, 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 and didn't meet your needs. It's like, duh, yeah. Like, you wouldn't put your money in a bank, loan your money out to freaking heroin addicts, would you? Like, you know, like whoops. It's just how it is, man. Like, it's just how it is. Like, we all use people for stuff, and we all expect people, hopefully you do, they can use us for stuff. It's called a relationship, right? It's like the flea. You know, it takes scratch on. What does a flea do? Flea's a parasite. Don't do much for us. But what's the ants? You know, ants clean up my food scraps in the garden, in my bed, wherever. And in turn, I get a clean bed from the ants. And a aerated soil for my fruit trees. So the ants are good. So that's a symbiotic relationship. You know, I give Natasha stuff, she gives me stuff. I don't give her any money because she's not a prostitute, and there's nothing wrong if you are a prostitute, just saying. If you're paying for a woman, she's a prostitute, and that's okay if you're both okay with that, okay? As a man, if she's a girlfriend, I don't recommend paying because they won't respect you. They'll see you as what they call the prostitute guy, the guy who pays for sex, the Fred, is it? Harry? Ali? Durianrider? The Fred, I don't know what they call it. The customer, right? She sees you as a customer, she won't respect you. She just won't respect you. Women don't respect guys who pay them for sex. They don't. They don't. No woman does. It doesn't matter, and it's not saying prostitution is a bad thing. Prostitution is a fantastic thing. It's a fantastic thing, all right? People prostitute themselves in very many ways, you know? Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that if you've got this guy here, Colin, you know, never buy her anything. Don't buy her a drink. Don't buy her nothing. All right. If she's interested in you, she'll buy you the drink. She'll pay the Uber, etc. Yeah, she will. That's why you have guys who are dead broke who can pull hot, high SMV babes because they've got game and they understand what masculine presence is. All right. Now, if he has a twin, let's say there's a dude in the street, he looks like Brad Pitt, he's got to pull heaps of chicks. Right? He might be living on the street and he's just, he doesn't have a drug addiction. He's just like, or maybe he does, but he can manage it, and he makes the girls feel really good. And oh my god, he's so amazing. But if Brad Pitt, street dude, has got a twin brother who's got a penthouse on Fifth Avenue, 50 Shades of Grey style, Mr. Grey, then yeah, the girls aren't going to go, oh cool, oh your brother, oh wow, hey, you're an inch taller, let's go with this guy, That's just how it is. Women are like cats, and same with the guys. It's just we choose things as well. It's just about, it's just about understanding that and having no. So many people find out the truth and they get so pissed off at society. That's not the goal, man. The goal isn't to get pissed off. The goal is to pay attention and swing it so we win it. All right. There's going to be times in your life when no one gives a crap about you. All right. That's just how it is, all right? This is how it is, like, and people get bitter about that. You see celebrities get depressed about that, like, oh my god, they used to shoot me on the red carpet, now they don't care at all, fall over, no one cares. And that gets them depressed, and they go into cocaine and drugs and stuff. It's just the cycle of life, man. Anything you create, eventually you'll be gone, okay? Just be gone. Just be forgotten about. Be like, oh yeah. That's why you see a lot of celebrities having drug issues, because they're like, oh my god, like, society's so shallow. What else can we talk about this one? See, don't pay for her. I understand what masculine presence is. I mean, you can pay for the Uber. If you're going home, you can pay for the Uber, but you're not going to pay for her Uber, okay? Hey, I'm going home, you want to come back? Then yeah, you pay for your Uber. We wouldn't expect her to pay half because you're going home anyway. If you said, hey, I'm going home, but you pay half because you're in the car, then what sort of move is that? But you wouldn't pay her Uber. You would, she wants to come, man. She will come to your place. She'll pay. She'll get there. A woman who wants to get to a guy's house, she'll steal a car to get there. All right, hypothetically, if a woman wants something bad enough, they'll do whatever it takes to get there. All right, they'll run across a busy street to approach you or whatever. It's just how it is. Look at for an extreme example, look at someone like Justin Bieber or the Beatles, all right? Girls would run down the street screaming, pushing each other in the face, get away from me, I saw him first. That's what we're talking about. When women want something, they're like a cat. Cats get killed by cars all the time, chasing mouse across the road. Boom, car comes, bye-bye pussy cat. So that's when a woman's interested, man, you will have no doubt about that. But maybe she doesn't know what you got to offer. She doesn't know what she got to offer. Okay, so you have to do the approach. Okay, you have to separate yourself from all the other studs out there that have approached this high SMV girl. And if she's been through a few studs, or a few studs have been through her, if she's a doorknob for the local studs, everyone had a turn. Then she might be looking for something a bit more meaningful. She's like, oh, these guys just pump and dump me. They hit and quit. They laugh about me. They send each other pictures of me and stuff. And she's feeling a bit used. And now she wants something, she wants a nice guy, And then she'll see the studs when she's ovulating. And I've been the stud and, I've been the orbiting beta back in the days. So, I understand what goes on. And it's okay. It's just it's a dating ecosystem. It's a dating ecosystem. If she's used to a certain sexual satisfaction, and you're the nice guy, but you don't know how to make her, get going, and volcano and explode like she likes and she's used to, then she'll eventually go outside the relationship during ovulation to have those needs met. Just how it is. All women are like that. Especially if someone's got high SMV and it's easy for her to just get on the phone and go, hey, meet me in half an hour, pick me up. So yeah, that's just the deal. Yeah. And a lot of guys whoa. They can't handle that. Like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, she would be one of those chicks. She would have, been really jaded by some fuckboys back in the past, and then she got in a relationship with a lady, and then she meets Johnny Depp. She's like, oh my god, and Johnny Depp's like the super nice guy of Hollywood. You know, everyone loves him. Even his ex-wives love him. Speaks good things about him. But if an ex-wife speaks good things about you, it means that you weren't sexually, in my opinion, and experience, you weren't really meeting her needs. If ex-wife has like got a fake claim and fake Me Too about, he was right, blah, 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 and he wasn't, then yeah, he's got some sexual game going on there. Because the more you make a woman calm, if she ever feels rejected by you, see you later, buddy. You're done. You're done. Online, slaps, blah, 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 blah. You know, I mean, look what happened to me. So the harder you make the woman calm, the more attached she gets to you. And if she ever feels rejected by you, she starts to build feelings towards you. Whew, and you make her feel rejected, man. That's how guys get their little, or their big chopped off. All right, so you never make a woman feel rejected. If you're making her calm, never make her feel rejected, because that is going to be... I learned that the hard way, man. That cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars, okay? So yeah, you got to have sexual game. You might have approach game, and she's like, oh my God, this is really cool. And then when it comes time to the bedroom, she's like, he's a nice guy. It's okay, you know. I love him, but I have lust for him. That sort of vibe. And then eventually if the opportunity arises or hormones are that peaking, she's going to go, you know. Unless she's got a Bob, a batch operated boyfriend, then she's going to prefer, you know, stud boy there. So that's the deal right there. What else have we got here? You know, building a freedom lifestyle. Get a vasectomy, bro. I just saw the word, I'm building a freedom lifestyle. Get a vasectomy. Alright? I'm assuming you've already got one. Because the word freedom and I don't have a vasectomy, they're like magnets opposite direction. You can't have freedom. That means like, I want freedom about a vasectomy. No. So you can't use the word freedom, people. Again, I'm saying this from a loving place, a big brother place. Alright? People know my deal. You can't have freedom, people. Alright? If you ain't got a vasectomy. They don't go together. You can't have freedom if you got kids. You can have a level of freedom, but not the same as a child-free freedom. Just like if you're a guy, a single guy, your freedom isn't the same as when you got a girlfriend. When you have a girlfriend, a wife, whatever, you know, you cut that freedom part. There's a difference. All right. There's many benefits, so that's why I'm very fussy with who I get into a relationship with, a live-in relationship. Even friendships or whatever, because I have really certain standards. They're very fussy standards, all right? They're not high standards, because what is high, you know? They're fussy. They're individual standards for me that I need to met, and not many people can meet those, okay? So they're just my little OCD standards. And freedom, man, you know. So... But I like Colin's confidence, all right? If he's had no experience dating models, he's like, I'm ready to date models. Like, I like that. You know, I like that. Part of me laughs and goes, you know what you're in for. But most of me, you know, the big majority part of it is like, I like the confidence, man, all right? I like the confidence. That's what you got to have. You got to fake it till you make it, okay? If he's like, I got no chance, then you got no chance. If you the grandiose and walk in there, I'm going to fight Mike Tyson, you know, that's going to be good. You're going to get knocked out. And you get up the floor and go, you know, everyone has a plan to get punched in the face. And you go, I've got to get my skills up. My defense was weak, you know, like. So that's great, right? You've got to go in there, get knocked out by rejection, and then like pick yourself up emotionally and go, okay, so ready for that. Because these girls are going to shit test you, bro. The high SMV girls have the ultimate bitch face. They have the ultimate shit tests. And in your relationship with them, they'll still shit test you. That, you know, that luteal phase coming on, with the estrogens dipping around, the testosterone, the progesterones, you know, there's little ebbs and flows, and the mood's just hot one minute, cold the next, fuck you, blah, 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 blah. You know, she got an Amber Heard style on you, you know, last week of the period, Amber Heard comes in to say good day. So that's okay. That's just women, man. That's part of the deal, right? Now, she's eating a high-fat diet, the Amber Heard part will be a bit higher. She's doing low-carb diet, the Amber Heard part will be more higher. She's on certain medications, the Amber Heard part will be higher. So, but every girl's got Amber Heard in her, okay? Every girl has a bit of Amber Heard in her. Amber Heard has just been a great example for guys to learn from. And she's not bad. She's just a woman. And she's had an interesting upbringing, etc. She had, you know, some problems with her dad, being violent, apparently, you know, in the media, they're saying that. But that's something like, that whole Amber Heard thing is really interesting to me because, you know, people just absolutely slamming it. And she deserves to be slammed. She's obviously lying on camera and just to try and screw Johnny over and get a settlement. And then she's, I'm going to donate to the kids, and she hasn't done her shit. And so she's very bad in that aspect. But at the same time, what we have here is a woman who was born great, as all kids are, born great, and then the environment shapes them, personality DNA shapes them, which is stronger, egg or the chicken, which came first, doesn't matter, they're there. And then so she has these amazing aesthetics as a young, a teenage woman, 18, 17, 19, 23, Rum Diaries, the aesthetics, like, boom, popping, just a natural, no surgery face, no Botox, no lip fillers, nothing, just a full natty bra face, blondie, just boom, bombshell. The Rum Diaries, man. Watch the car scene. Watch the Rum Diaries. And so she has the aesthetic going on, and would have been just, ran through like a train by the fuckboys in Hollywood, etc. She would have been like exposed to narcissists, and then that becomes her reality. And then she meets Johnny. She's like, I want to get fame, and Johnny's the nice guy. She's like, oh, he won't fuck me over. He won't reject me. And then, they're having their coke and their ecstasy parties and all the alcohol and stuff and the opiates, and so then Johnny's testosterone's dropping off, and then she's coming in, she's hot and horny, she wants to get absolutely pounded in the bedroom with a bit of R, ending E, word ends in E, starts with R, she wants that sort of fantasy thing going on there. A lot of women do. Make sure they're into that, and make sure you record that and get consent on the audio recording. The chokes and stuff like that. A lot of women love that, but make sure you get consent. Make sure she's into that. But I can tell Amber definitely, feeling those vibes. Her just that hot and horny. Just, the more aggressive, more the violent she is, the more she wants that passion from you, right? Women see that as passion. You're a man, you can take it. That's just the double standard. I don't make the rules. This is just how it is. And so, so Johnny, what I would recommend to Johnny, testosterone, get off the opioids and all that crap. He's probably taking them because his tea's low because he's doing too much caffeine or whatever. Johnny, get rid of all the stims, get rid of the opioids, go to bed early. Your tea will just come up naturally. Take some TRT if you want, some D-bol or whatever, and then boom, masculine presence, Amber Heard, boom, making her just everywhere. That's what she wanted, man. And you weren't doing that, so she gets more frustrated, more horror. When a girl's like that, that's when she really wants to be grabbed, dominated, and with consent. The difference between rape and ravage is consent. They're the same thing. They're just in the action, but one has consent, one doesn't. All women love that, right? In their own version of that. Okay, and if you know her well, you'll find out. You'd have conversations, get a few drinks into her. What do you like? Blum blum blum, and then you find out. Women open up after a few drinks. Okay. But make sure you're always hitting that voice record, okay? Always hitting that voice record, put it up on the bedside, file it away. Look at Johnny. He recorded stuff in 2014, 2015. He's using them in 2022. Imagine if Johnny Depp didn't have any recordings. Imagine that. He's probably in prison right now. Probably in prison. So always record. Some guys are like, oh my God, I'm going gay. I'm going gay, man. And a lot of guys do. A lot of guys go gay because they have experiences with women and it crushes them. And they're like, I'll have a bromance instead. And they'll become a twink or a bottom or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of guys go gay because they're like, I can't handle chicks. There's too much hurt. And a lot of girls go lesbian friends because they just get too much hurt by guys and like, so it's about understanding. So it's so easy for us to judge, and I'll make a video, Amber Heard, this blah blah blah, and that behavior is wrong. But where does that behavior come from? All right, it's coming from hormones. It's coming from estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, pregnenolone, cortisol, serotonin, dopamine, highs and lows, ebbs and flows. Okay, and when you understand those things, you can have empathy. Okay, it's not just me, it's you primarily. Okay, so then people don't take it personal, and then you can assess things. Oh, you thought I said that. Oh, that's why you reacted. Oh, you're horny and you want to be choked out. I'm sitting here playing Nintendo and you're over here just dripping, and I'm just like, hey babe. You're like, hey babe, what are you? So that's what happens. That's what you got to have, that understanding there, mature understanding. But they don't teach you stuff in school. Because they want people fighting and having all that craziness going on there. There's more money in making people fight than making people meet each other's needs. Like, people are married out there, they don't even know what their partner likes. Because they're too scared to make the conversation, because maybe what they make the conversation, someone's got to judge them, or they'll feel judged. You know? Never feel judged. It's a hard one. Avoid feeling judged, or avoid feeling judged longer than 20 seconds. Feel the judgment, and then breathe it out. Okay? Feel rejection for 20 seconds, breathe it out. And then that 20 goes from 20 seconds of feeling judged and rejected to 19 seconds to 18 seconds to 17.5. You know the story. And then that's where the quality of life starts to come on. So yeah, great questions, Colin. I could prattle on and rattle on for hours on this one. But I appreciate the grandiose confidence. You need that, you know. Delusion is starting of the... Delusion precedes success. Delusion precedes success. I've seen people say, "Oh, I'm going to become this, I'm going to become that on YouTube," and I'm like, yeah, you could, but I'm thinking maybe not right now. And they do. They prove me wrong. All right. So, and that's great. I love being proved wrong. I love seeing people just like, bam, you know, crack it and get it done. So I love that. I really, really enjoy it. But anyway, that's it. So yeah, rack up your experience, man. And guys like, all right, how do I get experience with women? You know, blah, 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 blah. You got to start, you know, like, same with women as well. How do I get experience with guys? And I'm just like, you know, be a good person. Be a good person, okay? Be a good person? I'm a good person. Are you really? How much do you discriminate against people? Okay? So the better person you are, the better quality of life you will have. And if you're a good person, if you're a kind person, people will mistake that kindness for weakness. They'll screw you over. They'll try and scam you. They'll try and steal money from you. They'll ask for shit, blah, blah, blah. They'll just use. And once you stop giving, they disappear. But that's how you learn who's who in your life. So don't be afraid to give out a little sample and see what comes back from that sample. If you feel the person's just take, you can just go, okay, cool, you can take off. But always, I'm a very, very giving person. I give a lot. And if I don't feel nothing coming back, I'm like, okay, this person's just here to receive. And that's okay. But I'm looking for a little bit to come back to. Okay? I understand I don't know anyone in the world, in terms of quality of life, who can give me what I could give them. In terms of quality of life, mental health, physical performance, etc. I don't know anyone on the planet who could, you know, do for me what I could do for them in equal. So I don't expect much from people. My standards are quite minimal. So I'm easy to please. But yeah, I always recommend be a very giving person. People say, hey, giving person, but you said don't pay for her Uber. That's right, because women don't respect men who pay for them. Okay? You can be giving of your time. You can be giving of favours. Maybe it could be free rent. You know, it could be you fix their bike for free, or you do something for them. Okay? And then you're doing favours for someone, not monetary. Maybe you're saving them money. That's different though. And then you ask them for a favour, or see how they treat you. And then you'll be like, okay, cool. Not for me. Thanks anyway. Have a nice day. And if you're that giving person, if you're that person who needs nobody, you quickly become the person that everybody needs in your social group. Because people feel like, wow, you're independent, you're on your path, you can communicate awesomely, you're always wanting to communicate even better, you're open to learning more things, you don't pretend you know everything. You might be super confident, but you're willing to be wrong. You're willing to say, hey, shit, I fucked up, I'm sorry, how can I make it better? When you're that sort of person, man, like, fucking hell, man. Like, your life's unlimited. You know, like, people might see him in the street and think, oh, he's a crackhead vegan cyclist dude, blah, blah, blah. But once they get to know me, they're like, okay, it's a different story. So you need to be able to get this girl or these women or men to know you, okay? Because not everyone has a massively magnetizing aesthetic, okay? So you want to, and that's good and bad. That's why people who don't have that full magnetizing aesthetic generally have a better personality, because they've had to hone their personality versus just rely on their looks to have everything come to them very easy. So that's the deal. It's all about learning, giving to people, different types of people, crack addicts. I'll talk to crack addicts. I talk to people in prison. I've talked to soldiers. I've talked to professional athletes. Blah blah. I talk to all types of people, giving tips. People ask me for help or whatever. Just everybody, and learning from them. And what did I get from them? I hear their story, what works, what didn't work, and I'm giving them stuff, and I'm getting stuff back. Okay, so sometimes all I want back is some information, and that's my payment. So there you go. But always be out there, just willing to give. Okay, and you're not giving to get. Well, you're always going to get when you give, because you're helping other people helps us. But it's like you build, solid friendships, because then eventually you start to meet people who are on your level, and you can't really give them much other than support, because they're living the same lifestyle, the same level that you're at, and that's when you really like flying with the eagles, sort of thing. Or maybe you're walking with the turkeys. Maybe you can't fly. You're on the ground with the turkeys, and that's okay. The turkeys are cool too. So, but if you want to fly like an eagle, and you're hanging out with turkeys who can fly but don't want to fly, then that's not going to help you as fly as an eagle. You can learn from those turkeys though. Sorry, turkeys. That's the deal there. But yeah, man, fantastic. New York's a great place. It's cutthroat. It's full of fake sociopathic narcissists who are just trying to climb the ladder because they're miserable in their life, and they think their fame and money and sex with hot people and famous people will make their life better. And it will for a little bit, but eventually the cocaine wears off, the honeymoon wears off, and they're still a miserable person because their life purpose was pretty worthless, and they fill their life full of distractions and blah 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 blah. And so yeah, find what your life purpose is, people. Crank it out. I know what mine is, and it gives me purpose every day. Your job. I would recommend. Well, my job is what I do for free, what I would do for free, and what I've done for free, but I get paid for it now. That's for me the ultimate job, where I wake up and I'm getting paid to do what I want to do. I'm getting paid to sleep. I'm getting paid to do this. Yeah, that's what I love to do. So you only do what you love to do in life, and that will mean, pay cuts for many people. Like I've got friends who are lawyers and stuff like that, and they've quit. They've got a job in a bike shop, or they've got a job Lantern Rouge on YouTube. Quit his job as a corporate lawyer, making bank, and then he's like, "This is killing me. This sucks. I'm not quit. Do YouTube," and he did. Now he's cranking. So. But again, nothing's ever perfect, okay? Nothing's ever perfect, but money and fame won't make you happy. Chances are more money and more fame will make you more depressed, because if you couldn't deal with yourself, you didn't like yourself when you were nobody, you won't like yourself when you're somebody, okay? Self-love is like, you got to have it down here. If you can't love yourself when you're nobody and no one cares what you're doing, you won't love yourself when people are really critiquing you and you're this, you're that, you'll just like... You'll be one of those celebrities coked out of their head on Xanax just hating it, because you didn't really have that self-love down here. You thought, if I get the fame and the money, everyone will love me and I can love myself finally. That's not how it works, man. That's the worst. It doesn't work that way. You got to have that self-love, and that love radiates out, and people are like, wow, this person's, I want to hang out and blah, blah, blah. Not just because they're like Johnny Depp, or just because they're as pretty as Amber Heard was before she became a face full of spite, for various reasons. So yeah, that's love yourself from day one. Accept yourself, all right? Accepting ourselves, accept is love, Accepting, okay, I'm 5 foot, I'm 7 foot, I'm this colour or that colour, blah, blah. I'm 400 pounds. I accept that. I'm going to do Durianrider's protocol and become 180 pounds. I accept that too. My heart's going to accept that better health. So it's got to have that self-acceptance. The more you accept yourself, that confidence radiates out, and those high SMV women, nothing more that they love than a confident man who doesn't need them but enjoys their company.